Hello, Anime Rangers. Welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm excited to bring you an anime recap of the beginning after the end. Our story starts on a battlefield, a futuristic war zone where destruction looms. At the center of it all is our hero, or rather, our tyrant king, a ruler whose power is unmatched, commanding a fleet of 1,000 warships ready to rain destruction upon the civilian population. In this world, a king isn't born into power. They seize it. And to rule, one must be ruthless. He is the most powerful, the most feared, the most merciless. But power doesn't make one invincible, because there is one thing no one can escape: death. And just like everyone before him, death comes for the king. But in this world, death is not the end. Here, souls are reborn, given a new body, a new world, and a second chance. As his consciousness fades, he hears a voice, a call to seek the light. And when he awakens, he is no longer a king. He is a newborn child. When he opens his eyes, he's met with an unfamiliar sight: two strangers hovering over him, claiming to be his parents. Who are these people? Where is he? A red-haired woman, Alice, calls herself his mother, while a man named Reynolds insists he's his father. But our once mighty king isn't buying it. Just moments ago, he was a ruler feared across galaxies, and now he's trapped in a tiny, helpless body, and let's be honest, it's hilarious. After all his victories, after standing at the peak of power, now he can't even control his own bowels. A once mighty king, now reduced to a tiny, diaper-wearing baby. His new name? Arthur. His new reality? Having his mother change his diapers, and he is not happy about it. But what can he do? He can't even speak, let alone command an army. No amount of rage will change the fact that he's stuck in this tiny, adorable prison of a body. At first, he keeps trying to wake up, convinced this is some cruel dream. But as time passes, the truth settles in. This isn't a dream. And while his pride won't let him admit it, he knows he's lucky. These people truly care about him, even if it makes him angry to accept it. As time passes, Arthur starts noticing something different about this world, something his old world never had. Magic. His father, Reynolds, has an ability that lets him enhance his body to insane levels. He can punch holes in the ground, crush enemies with his bare hands, and basically turn into a walking wrecking ball. Dangerous? Absolutely. Meanwhile, his mother, Alice, has a more delicate but equally powerful gift: healing. She can mend wounds with a touch, making them the perfect team. That's all he knows about magic for now, but one thing is clear: this world is nothing like his old one. Arthur also figures out how his father makes a living. He's an adventurer. He goes out, fights monsters, and punches his way through danger, only to return home like it's just another day at the office. And despite his dangerous job, he always makes time for his family, something Alice clearly appreciates. And Arthur? Well, he's starting to warm up to this world. For once, he doesn't have to watch his back every second. No assassins waiting in the shadows, no betrayals, no one trying to kill him in his sleep. For the first time in his existence, he can just sleep normally. And honestly, that's not so bad. Months pass, and Arthur is now almost 2 years old. And like any ex-tyrant king stuck in a toddler's body, he has no intention of just sitting around drooling all day. He's already figured out how to sneak out of his room by pretending to be asleep, making his way to the library. How can a 2-year-old even read? The writers never explain, and honestly, we're not asking. Through these books, he starts piecing together the world he now lives in. This continent is divided into 3 major kingdoms. 1, the Darv Kingdom, a subterranean kingdom where the dwarves reside. 2, the Eleanor Kingdom, a nation of elves hidden deep within the forests. 3, the Sapin Kingdom, the human kingdom where Arthur now lives. Unlike his old world, where kings seized power through war, here the monarchy is inherited. But what truly catches his interest is magic. Magic is the reason this world isn't as technologically advanced as his previous one. Instead of electricity and machinery, mana fuels everything. But not everyone can use it. Only 1 in 100 people are born with the ability to manipulate mana, and it's hereditary. There are 2 primary types of mana users. Augmenters. Like his father, these people enhance their bodies with mana, giving them insane strength, speed, and durability. Superpowered punches, kicks, and defenses? That's their thing. Conjurers. Instead of buffing their bodies, these people project their mana externally, controlling elements or objects around them. But something's missing. The book makes no mention of healing magic. That means his mother's ability is either extremely rare or something even more special. And Arthur? He's even more intrigued than before. To control mana, one must first control the mana core within their body. Arthur's old world didn't have mana, but he was no stranger to mastering his senses, staying aware of his surroundings, controlling his breath, sharpening his focus. Is this the same thing? Can he use his past knowledge to become strong in this world? There's only one way to find out. Practice makes perfect. So Arthur practices every single day. Until one day, Arthur accidentally blows up the entire house. The explosion nearly kills his parents, who were outside when it happened. They rush in expecting the worst, only to stop in complete shock. There, in the middle of the wreckage, is Arthur, floating. The sheer amount of mana inside him is keeping him suspended in the air, something that shouldn't even be possible. People normally don't awaken their abilities until puberty, and yet, here he is, a red-haired toddler defying all logic. It's an amazing moment, a revelation, a sign that Arthur is destined for greatness. But there's still one problem. The house is still collapsing. And the broken roof? Yeah, it's about to crush him. Is this it? Is his new life going to be this short-lived? Unless Alice moves without hesitation, throwing herself over him. Reynolds leaps in, catching the falling debris with his bare hands. They don't care about their own safety. Their only concern is him. And as Arthur watches them, his mother shielding him, his father holding up the wreckage, both of them crying in relief, he finally understands something he never had in his past life. Love. He was alone before. A king, but without anyone who truly cared for him. But now he knows what it means to be loved. And with that overwhelming emotion, the episode ends. That's it for episode 1. Leave a like if you want me to recap episode 2 when it airs next week.